Okay, you're recording?
Yes, Scott.
Okay.
All right. Hello, everyone. Everyone's here. Are you getting into the waiting room? Nice to see you all attending today. This is Vivian Switelski from Miami, and it's September 1st. Wow, already September 1st. This year is blown by, but welcome to FIABCI First Fridays. I started the show, I think, about 3 years ago during the pandemic, and it's continued, and now we've changed it to once every month on the first Friday, as that's why it's FIABCI First Fridays. And we have a great panel with us today. We have Mark Allen and Kathleen Lappe, who are with a new company called Direct Offer, and it's a very interesting new app for the real estate industry. And then we have also Liz Davidson and Scott Robertson, who are going to be presenting a commercial listing. So it's very exciting. And then up there, we also have, of course, Allison Hudak, who's our FIABCI USA administrator or Secretary General, I guess, for the FIABCI USA. And Edwina Tinen, who's in San Francisco. Are you in San Francisco, Edwina?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, so we have everyone's here, and all our FIABCI friends are joining from around the world. Feel free to put your name and information in the chat so that we know who you are. And if you have anything interesting and comments or questions, you can write it down there. So we're going to start with Liz and Scott. Liz, by the way, is on our board of FIABCI USA Board of Directors this year. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. And thank you for having me on this program again. A little history about my membership. I joined FIABCI USA in 2009, founded the Seattle Pacific Northwest Council, and have been vice president of the Asia Pacific region for 6 years. And now I'm back on the board of the FIABCI USA chapter. So how I got this listing with Scott is Edwina Tynan from San Francisco, Evan Bennett from Seattle, and I put together a presentation in the city of Tacoma in September of 2022. We had 2 projects and the city of Tacoma presenting, as well as our Indonesian member, Rusmin, who presented the new capital city of Indonesia. It was a very successful presentation, and out of it, one of the attendees had asked me if I could help her list her 3.7 acre development site in the city of Tacoma, which of course I gladly accepted. And I am listing this now with Scott Robertson from Seattle. He's a commercial broker, and he will be presenting this fabulous development site on the light rail system in the city of Tacoma. Scott, take it away.
Okay, we're going to give this a try here, see if we're able to get things in front of us.
Okay.
First and foremost, see if I can pick the right screen here to work with, if it'll allow me.
There it is.
All I see is a Zoom window, so that's good, I guess.
Yes, you are now sharing your screen. No worries.
Okay, I've got it. Yeah, I've got too many screens open. As Liz mentioned, she had the opportunity to meet the owner of this 3.71 acres in Tacoma. Just a brief background, the city of Tacoma, for those who may not know the Puget Sound area, is located about 30 miles south of Seattle and has become kind of the secondary, for lack of a better term, secondary primary metro in the Puget Sound. Tacoma is a little bit more affordable than Seattle is, and has a little bit better development opportunity at this juncture. Things are a little less expensive, and probably more importantly, from the real estate perspective, they have a ready, willing, and able city staff who wants to help people make good on their developments. They specialize in keeping roadblocks out of the way and helping you find a way through to completion of your project. In Tacoma, and we'll zoom in just a hint so you can see what this is about. I'll kind of scroll a touch so we can kind of locate the property. This is an assemblage of single-family zoned properties that can support, just as zoned, up to 54 single-family townhouses. It's probably the highest and best density as zoned. But like so many of the cities in the United States, and particularly in the Pacific Northwest right now, Tacoma has an initiative going forward trying to densify the majority of their residential land to support development of more homes, not just single family, just any type of residential type. So the city of Tacoma has what's called the Home in Tacoma initiative. And it is our understanding, and it's through meetings with the city over the last year and a half and going forward this year, that this site will support from between 150 and 300 residential units. And that would be going from a high density garden style, meaning 4 stories with service parking, all the way through to podium product. If you don't know what a podium is, it's when you build subterranean parking and put your apartment units on top of it. So that's a direction the city's been headed with much of their close-in urban land, and that is the way that we've approached this. Now, unfortunately, just the way that the real estate is, when we came onto the market was the same time that interest rates started to climb and climb and climb. So activity has been relatively light on anything, not just this project, but anything development oriented in the Pacific Northwest in any case, because of the challenge accessing debt to develop properties. So at this point, we have just kind of rejiggered, so to speak, the marketing, and have gotten back out to the market here in the past 2 weeks, and have generated a lot of new energy and excitement by bringing the price down to what appears to be a little bit more achievable, $7 million. And to quantify that, for those of you who are trying to figure out what land prices are, for a single family home, that would be the low end of the pricing for this project would be in $115,000 per single family home for a land basis. So you have to develop your home on top of that. Keeping in mind that single family homes in the greater Pierce County area and close in Tacoma probably average just under $500,000 for a single family home. This gives you an idea where it is. The primary city, or the downtown city of Tacoma, if you're looking at the screen, would be off to your right. This is located adjacent to a town known as Fircrest, which is off to the left. The demographics of this area are quite positive, and it's also a stadium district and a medical district in the Tacoma area. So if you've got folks who want to develop some high density housing and want to come into a stable and growing metro, Tacoma's a really good option. Pierce County in general is a good development option right at this juncture.
So I have a couple of questions. So the land is already, does it have any entitlements already? Is it prepped or no?
No entitlements. It is quite literally in transition with as far as the land use is concerned. The city has the initiatives in the Pacific Northwest, and I know everywhere is a little different, but when we make land use changes in the Pacific Northwest, they need to be approved at the state level.
Oh.
And meet state level requirements first.
And it's next to a nature center too, so I imagine that's more strict. Yeah. But is there any TOD, like, is there any incentives? Is there any transportation?
Yes, there are. There are what we call, and if you've not heard the term, MFTEs. There's tax exemptions for the improvements, usually on a 10 or 12-year basis, which obviously is an incentive that helps quite a bit. There is not a requirement defined yet for an affordable component, but anybody who's going to develop here and is going to get the city alongside them is going to probably have to deliver around 20-25% affordable within their project.
Yeah, we're having that in Miami too, where they they'll add additional density to the development in exchange for
Yep.
more affordability.
Yeah, it works. And in some cases, not so much Tacoma, but in Seattle, you can do fees in lieu and pay cash into a fund that will then theoretically develop affordable housing.
Well, that's a good way to do it too.
Yeah.
Is it going to be, is the way that they like it there also mixed use, with commercial development on the bottom of the buildings? Yeah.
It's an economic question. Good question, Vivian. It's the economics. You can build a podium project here, 4 stories, over a concrete podium within the height limit, and you'd have some good frontage for probably professional medical or something along those lines. The thing is that it costs so much to build that kind of product right now that the rents aren't quite there yet. So you need to dovetail this thing correctly with the economy right at this juncture.
You think it might be something that someone buys it like a land banking?
Right now, I don't think so. I think what's going to happen here is we've got people who have been kind of on the sidelines here for the last 6 to 8 months. A number of people walked away from larger projects within the Puget Sound region, and they're just now coming back and sniffing around, trying to find stuff that might fit in and give them some work to keep everybody going. So my gut is that it's going to be somebody who's going to take it and run with it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. So, that's another great example of how FIABCI has, connected us, networking, and brought us business. And that's what this is actually about. So for those of you, this is the first time on the show, FIABCI is one of the oldest and most prestigious global real estate networking organizations. And the whole reason we join, well, also because we become friends, but we also do business together. So that's the whole point. You like to do business with people and that you meet, and FIABCI gives us all kinds of opportunities to do this, and including this show, by the way. So we connected.
FIABCI brought Elizabeth and I together. So that's in a roundabout way. So it's a great opportunity.
Exactly. So I encourage you all to. By the way, I wanted to give a shout out. We have 3 of our FIABCI USA presidents present. Our current one, Carla. Hi, Carla. And then we also have Hugh Gilliam from Atlanta, and we have Eugenia Foxworth also joined us from New York City. Welcome, everyone. And what else? What else did I want to say? Oh, last time everyone was together for a FIABCI meeting was actually in my hometown in Miami just a few months ago. And it was so amazing to have everyone here in Miami for the FIABCI World Congress. It was amazing. It was really it was like, ever since I launched in 2017, the Miami Council, everyone was saying, we have to have it in Miami. And well, it finally happened. It was in Miami. And a couple of other events that are coming up is there's going to be a trade meeting in Jakarta in Indonesia in a couple of weeks, around September 13th to 15th. And then we have in December, we have in Saudi Arabia as hosting our global summit. And then next year, our World Congress will be in Singapore. And I also wanted to mention, of course, I'm being remiss, that our sponsor of this show is Hugh Gilliam and of course, Global Properties Pro. So we thank you, Hugh, for being our sponsor. We really appreciate it. And that means also that other companies can sponsor this show. So let's move on. And do I have to make Kathleen and Dawn, do I have to make them co-hosts now, Allison, or?
They already are.
They already are. Okay, great. This is very exciting. I was very excited to read about this, and I'm going to let you, Kathleen, talk a little bit about it, how you came about to form this company.
Vivian, everyone, thank you so much for having us. We love FIABCI USA, and it's been great making friends with everyone in the organization. So I'm Kathleen Lapp. I am the CEO of Direct Offer Incorporated. We're a software company, and we have a patent called Do Audio Tours, and it's actually patented in the United States and in several international countries. We're getting a lot of traction. I also have with me here today is Mark Allen. He's our chief strategist. So I'm going to sort of talk about it, give a little presentation, show you guys what we're about, and then he'll give you his take on it. And I hope you'll enjoy it. So I want to start this off with some interesting statistics. Did you know there are more podcast subscriptions in the United States than there are Netflix subscriptions? It's pretty telling. Our buyers and consumers are wanting to digest information in a completely different way. So what I'm going to talk about today and show you is a patent we have called Audio Tours. And it's just not about audio, and it's called Do Audio Tours. So if you go to doaudiotours.com, you can see it at your leisure. Then I'm going to show it to you as well. And what it does is it takes real estate listings, we're connected to most MLSs, and then it automates them into this audio tour that's sent directly to the agent's inbox, where they can click and share these audio tours with their social media and marketing how they see fit. It's just really, really simple. I like building technology that's simple because I know you're like me. I have no time to go in and learn a complex product. So audio tours is something that transcends the language barriers. I'm going to show you here in a second. It makes sure listings globally accessible. With AI generated tours, we translate your real estate listings into over 20 languages. This helps you so you don't have to worry about potential buyers missing out on your properties due to language constraints. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay.
That was an incredible statistic about the Netflix versus podcasts.
Thank you. There's a lot of great statistics involved in consumers. They're saying that almost the majority of young consumers prefer audio because we're so busy on the run. You know, we've got our AirPods in, we're in our car. They're not just looking at a static image.
Plus, I think we're bombarded visually. You know,
100%. So can everyone see my screen?
yes.
Okay, so this is what, when your audio tours are delivered to your inbox and you start sharing them, this is what the consumer sees. So I'm going to go right into the tour. What we do is we have AI generated descriptions of your properties. We take exactly what's on MLS. We don't let it hallucinate outside MLS. And then we put it into a nice script that is very appealing to the consumer. So let me go ahead and play. And if somebody could give me a thumbs up, whether you can hear it or not, that would be great.
Welcome to the tour of 2020 Colonial Drive, located in your town state. This charming colonial home is situated near the Great Smoky Mountains and offers a modern touch. Priced at $1,500,000, this property is truly captivating. As we enter the home, you'll notice the beautiful French doors that lead to a well-designed dining room.
So as agents, we put our photos into MLS. And then what Audio Tours does when you sign up, it delivers those photos with this sort of immersive experience that you can share with clients. I love this feature I'm about to show you guys. If you have an open house or you just want to share with somebody who, English isn't their first language, since we've got Miami on the line, let's go to Spanish. So if I click it to Spanish and I share it with my clients where Spanish is a preferred language, it will default to Spanish. If I share it on social medias, the consumers can pick out of the 20 languages, which we're adding languages every single day, that they prefer to listen to your audio tour in. So here's Spanish.
Bienvenido al recorrido por 2020 Colonial Drive, ubicado en Yorktown State. Esta encantadora casa colonial está situada cerca de las grandes montañas humeantes y ofrece un
All audio tours not only come with the audio, which is great for when they're on the run, listening to their AirPods. They can also put it up on a big screen. They can listen to it in CarPlay. As you can also see, there are closed captioning. So what this does with the closed captioning and the audio and the multi-language, it takes this tool and makes it an ADA, American Disability Act compliant tool for real estate listings with a global reach. Wow, that was a lot, wasn't it? But it's super fun. And I know we've got some people from San Francisco. So last but not least, Chinese Mandarin.
欢迎参加位于州里城的2020年 Colonial Drive 之旅。这座迷人的殖民地住宅位于大烟。
So when you share the tour, it comes with this contact card in the right-hand corner, which will have your photo and your information. And then the consumer can fill out the email to contact you. And this can also connect with any CRM. The consumer can also call you. And what's wonderful is that consumer is going to share it with their friends and family. And their friends and family in any language can listen to your audio tour. So this is the consumer front-ending piece of the portal. When you log in to doaudiotours.com, what you're going to do is you're going to come to this page. If you go to My Audio Tours, your audio tours that are automated are in the back end. There is a share tray. One of the features I really like is this QR code. Put it on your sign. You can put it on a card at an open house. So if you have people that where English, again, is not their first language, they can walk into the open house, scan the QR code, and then listen to the tour of your home. Like
That's
they're at,
fantastic. Okay.
isn't that fun?
That's really good.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
because, for instance, I use QR codes, for my link tree at open houses, but I mean, having that, it's fantastic.
Thank you so much. We give you a branded viewing link and an unbranded for your MLS and other sharing tools back here. I have tested it on other sharing channels, even up to like WeChat, and it works beautifully. So in the new audio tour place, let's say you have commercial property or rentals that may not be on MLS. You can always click add new listing. You can add them in here, upload photos. It takes you through some simple steps, and you will then have an audio tour of a rental, commercial property, or whatever you see fit. So it's the modern, innovative way for you to share your listings with the modern buyer and consumer. Now with this, you are becoming an international resource. What I'd like to do now is share with you the heart behind this innovation. How did we come up with audio tours? Audio tours is patented. So I've been in real estate my whole life, mostly on the technology side. And I developed this platform for my daughter, Abby. She's autistic. Abby will be graduating from college this winter with her associate's degree. That is a huge milestone for any parent with a young adult with a disability. But in doing all this, she got really excited. She wanted to buy a house. And so what she wanted was to, see what she could do in home ownership. So we started looking, and I saw her go from excitement to just shutting down. And I was like, okay, what's going on here? You see, she is a reader at college. So she couldn't quite digest, she was having a hard time navigating listings. And I said, we have a problem to solve for this industry. So with a lot of input from a lot of industry leaders, helped me and our company develop audio tours for you. And it's so much more today. Did you know, here's another one of my statistics. Did you know that text messaging was invented and developed for people that are deaf. We all use it now. Good technology should seem simple, and it's not easy to build, but it should be meant for the able and disabled. That's how we reach a full audience. That's why everyone uses text messaging. Audio is an information facilitator. It's not to replace video, but it is the new form of communicating with buyers. And it's what we have to do to stay current. So audio is the new.
You're right on.
Yeah. Thank you, Mark.
Didn't mean to interrupt. You're right on target regarding audio and video. We all know that videos are costly and they're time consuming. Not to mention, some of us have a fear of being on camera. And with audio tours, those days are over. Now the audio is created for you, and it's an alternative to video that eliminates the cost and the time necessary to create the video. You can reach your audience anywhere, anytime, on any device, off camera with audio. But it also includes your photos, so they can see the pictures while they hear you. And importantly, is the power of the voice. In today's world, audio is popular with buyers. They want to hear the story of the property, not just see the photos, but they want to hear the story. And they want to know what makes living in a home special. And audio tours give you the ability to tell the story of the house. And it gives you the power to capture and the power to engage consumers with that audio. So with audio tours that are AI powered and auto-generated, you can instantly create or customize your story, making it as unique as the property itself. Audio tours are about creating and capturing leads directly to maximize your profits. So welcome to the global revolution, brought to you by Direct Offer and our audio tours.
Thank you, Mark, so much. All right, so I know there's a burning question, is price?
Yeah.
Vivian's like, I'm gonna. It's $9.99 a month. It's unlimited. So as many manual upload properties, as many through the MLS listings, the whole 9 yards. It comes with a 14-day free trial. I always tell people, and this is, people just try it. If you don't like it, opt out before it even charges your card. But it's fun, play with it. You know, it's a new tool.
You have a mobile app as well?
We do. So we do have a mobile app called Direct Offer. So your audio tour will land on the mobile app Direct Offer, in which every agent has a private part of the app. It's like somebody said to me the other day, it's like my own little Zillow. It's cute and fun to look at. But audio
So
tour.
is the app also promoting the listings? In other words, does it make it more readily searchable and go up in the rating? Yes, that's great. Okay.
100%. Absolutely.
How do you optimize that? How is that? Is that the AI optimizing it?
Yes. Yes, very much. We have an excellent SEO, SEM department and ASO department. And, you know, we have great relationships with a lot of big brands. So we're very fortunate in our situation, and we love it.
So how about do you dictate, or you just write what you wanted to say, or can you use your own voice, or is there an option for that?
Yeah, there is an option. You can log in and override the AI, which reads everything from your MLS. And you can actually do special dictation on each one of your photos as you see fit. So it gives you both options. So you're super busy, you've got the AI version, and then you might have a luxury property that you really want to talk more about the area, or second home property, a lake property. I had one the other day that the buyer came through the audio tour lead because he talked about, you know, what about the lake, about the restaurants. Yes.
And if I might mention Vivian, I want you to be a part of our presentations in the future. But if I might mention for Scott, for the property you shared, audio tours give you the ability to customize that and make that available from a commercial basis to all consumers as well.
Yeah, especially since, I mean, I also do commercial and, commercial tends to be more cut and dry. So this will enhance commercial listings and give it, that special. Have you approached CCIM, by the way? I'm a CCIM.
It's on our list. Yes.
I know the leadership here. I know a lot of my friends are in CCIM and my colleagues. That would be very interesting to offer to members also. But here we are, we have it on FIABCI. Hey, and there are sponsors today too. I just read in the chat. Thank you very much.
Hey, Vivian,
like that.
CCIM is one of our principal members. So theoretically, they are offered this program as well.
Yay.
Excellent.
Love that. I love that. You have to look at human behavior. I love my statistics. I'm going to keep throwing them at you guys. Video, this is an alternative to video. I never tell people it's in replacing video, but I don't know if you've ever done like reels or, you get caught up and you go to the next and the next and the next, especially at night. Well, I'll just go from one to the other. And the next thing I know, it's like midnight and I'm like, what have I done?
Guilty as charged.
So what Audio Tours does is it actually follows that same behavioral pattern. Because when they're looking at one photo and they're getting soundbite informations and then the next and the next and the next, they can't help it. They go from the next to the next. So it retains that potential buyer to the property longer and gets them more engaged in the description and what the property is about.
Well, if you think about it, because they're not only getting visual information, but also auditory. So that makes a bigger imprint, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Wow.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, excellent show, guys. And thank you for being here. And thank you, FIABCI USA, for hosting FIABCI First Fridays. And we also want to say that if you want to become a member, go to our website, FIABCI USA, and you can sign up there. You can see all their different membership levels and all the benefits. One of the benefits is being able to present on this show. So if you like what you saw and you want to present your listing or your expertise or whatever it is you want to say, please become a member. And we'll see you next month on the first Friday of the month. Bye, everyone. See you next time. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Oh,
Vivian.
someone's coming at the very end of the show. Look, Brian Phillips, you're a little bit late to the show, but okay, we'll let you.
Thank you, Vivian.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.